Hi, everybody. My name is Matt Deliberato, and this is Andrew Jaloza. We are the Estate Planning Lawcast, Queens to Cleveland. We figured this would be a great opportunity for us to share with you the differences between New York and Ohio, and probably a lot of similarities to your state as well if you're listening from somewhere else. So, Andrew, tell us a little bit about you and the Estate Planning and Elder Law Group in Queens, New York.
I'm going
Glenn.
to do that in 1 second. I'm going to make a little short statement about what we're intending on doing here.
Okay.
Matt's in Cleveland. I'm in Queens. We're friends. We always talk. We always laugh, and we always have a pretty good time. We figure we're going to just, do this as a way of presenting a different type of legal podcast where we'll talk about a different topic each week. We'll compare and contrast things, share stories of our lives and practices, and maybe have some guests even, right? So we both know a lot of different types of people who are in and around the estate planning and elder law world, and so thought it would be a very interesting thing. And as far as myself at the estate planning and elder law group here in Queens, New York, we're a full service firm. We do estate planning, we do elder law, we do asset protection, and we do Medicaid planning, and we help families. That's what we do. I've been, very passionate about it, and I love to help people, and I love to help them, in the hardest and most difficult times of their lives. And what do you do, Matt?
You know, it's not unlike what you do. I could repeat exactly what you said. It's what we do. It's a state elder law, probate, trust administration, Medicaid qualification. It's all the things that we really are there to help people, aren't we? And that's really what counts. And, for me, I'm excited about this because we get so many questions from people. And so I'm really excited to get some of those questions answered and to really engage people into the world of estate planning because it has changed so much in the past 30 years that I think it's now is a great time for you to hear what we have to say.
Yeah, I totally agree with that too. I agree that we both have similar practices, similar size practices, and yeah, I think things are continuing to change. I think it's changing at a faster pace than ever before. I think that with
Yes.
innovation, innovation and disruption is happening in the legal practice as well. And we'll talk a bit about that kind of stuff too. But how did you come to be an estate planning lawyer?
Oh, that's great. That's a great question. So I actually am a fourth generation funeral director. I came back from undergrad and started at the funeral home. The
That's one
family.
step after the estate planning.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So, well, I was making arrangements with families and they were more worried about what's going to happen to their assets and probate and all these other questions rather than just grieving their loved one. And I figured there's got to be a better way. And we know that there is, right? I mean, there's no question there's a better way. And so I went to law school within a year of graduating undergrad and started practicing law inside the funeral home. And then one day
Nice.
somebody said, yeah, somebody said, well, why are we meeting in a funeral home? And I said, oh my gosh, my practice is expanding. I'd better expand with it. So we moved out of the funeral home. And so I've been doing this for 22, 23 years. That's crazy already, right?
Interesting.
Yeah. How about
Yeah.
you? How did you come to
Well,
be in
first,
it?
I can't imagine coming into the funeral home to do my estate planning. It's kind of like one-stop shopping. Bam, get it
Yeah,
all done
right,
in one
right,
place. This is what you have to look forward to.
right, right,
And,
right,
but
right.
really true. I mean, the same thing here is, like having practiced many different areas of law, and I've been practicing for 35 years. And, a lot of that time was spent helping people build businesses, helping people buy and sell houses, and doing different types of financial things. And always part of it is is dealing with my clients' estates, trust, wills, and things like that. And then I helped my grandparents. I mean, I helped both of my grandparents get access to the benefits available under the Medicaid laws because neither of them were rich in any kind of way. They worked hard. They were blue collar people working hard, and their concern was, how am I going to pass on some of this property and my money to my family and not have to worry about having to spend it down on a nursing home? Because we had people in our family who that happened to. So my father's mother, I helped do planning for him. And, Papa Joe was really happy that, when he turned 93 and couldn't come out, take the train into the city to come visit me in my office in Manhattan, he had to slow down, and we were able to get him the benefits that he needed to stay home and be healthy, and at the same time be able to pass on the assets that he had produced in his life, and didn't have to spend them down on the care. So that was
Right.
really, that jazzed me up, and I realized how few people actually know about most of the things that we deal with on a daily basis, right? Isn't that
Well,
true?
that's so true. So true. It's just the opposite. For my grandfather, I wasn't an attorney, and I just watched him spend every penny he worked for his entire life, right? And it just went. But I think it's probably the most satisfactory thing I could do in the law. And I think you'd agree, of all the types of law you do, we get the most satisfaction out of helping people get through their estate plan and getting through that Medicaid process and getting through probate and trust administration. It really does. I mean, we have a wall of thank you card, right? And as I'm sure you do too. And that's what really counts, is making people happy, and getting them through a process they couldn't do themselves.
Yeah, I love that moment when you're having the conversation. They've come in like they're really scared, they're really and they're really nervous, and you have that conversation and you watch the shoulders drop, right? You
Yeah,
watch them feel, okay, I'm in the right place, and
right,
there is a solution for me. I thought I'm going to lose everything, but I don't have to. And
right.
that's really, it's just an amazing moment when that happens.
I know. I had a one woman come in. I remember she said, "Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous coming in here, and you made me feel so much better." And I'm like, "That's what we do. That's exactly it." I'm glad that
Yeah.
you're on board. So good.
Yeah, that it really is great. And why don't you just give them a few words about how the two of us met for the first time?
Oh my gosh. So we started with a national group called Lawyers with Purpose. And I really think that part of what we are and what you are as a firm, correct me if I'm wrong, has been part of being part of this organization. And I don't actually remember the first meeting, but I do remember the fun we had together at our conference. And so it was one of those things that, we develop relationships that are lifelong, which is just awesome. I know
Yeah.
your wife works with you, mine doesn't. We have to get our families together. We got to get everybody to meet because we are family. It does feel like we are family. It's crazy. I
Yeah.
never thought that would be possible.
The way what I call lawyers with purpose is kind of like a heart-centered company, and basically it forms bonds between the members who share the same kind of core values, right? We're open,
Yes.
generous, adaptive, and collaborative, and aware and willing to and curious. I think that we have a great community. There's a great community of us out there. We have a great place to plug into whenever we need any kind of assistance, and they do things in the way that I think both of us would want to do them regardless, right? With heart, with soul. And as you say, I mean, my work, my staff is literally partly my family, but the ones that aren't related to me by blood or marriage are still really family because
Yeah.
we work together and we help families.
Yes, absolutely. And it's families helping families is what it is. It really
Yeah.
is.
And
And
it
it's
really is a great thing.
I just remember being down in Orlando, and we had a great buddy of ours who passed away of COVID, but we really shared some good meals, some good times, and I really do appreciate it, Andy.
Yeah, I know. Same here, Matt. I think that it really has been, again, I feel like I have a real friend in Cleveland, and it's really great that we can do this thing together because we kind of talked about doing something like this, and I'm
Yeah,
really looking forward to it. So, I
me too.
mean,
What's coming up? What are we going to
well,
be talking about?
then, well, though, I'm gonna the next three shows, the next three episodes of our Lawcast, powers of attorney, what that is, and why do you need it? Where
Mhm,
there is a will, there's no way out of court
mhm.
because there is no way out of court. And probate, we'll talk about what that process is in court and why might want to avoid it.
So really, top three stuff, right? Power of attorney is so essential to everyone, and that's fantastic. And
Yeah,
I look forward to these future episodes, and
yeah,
hopefully people will be receptive to this. And we encourage any comments, good or bad, we'll take it. We can handle it. We're big boys.
we
Um,
definitely are.
Hopefully you
And
can follow us along.
And we'd also like you to give suggestions, please. If there are topics that you want to hear about, please, just send us an email or, so Matt, give them your email address and some contact information.
Oh, good. So the Deliberato Law Center can be found at icanprotect.com. And you can always reach us at info@icanprotect.com. Pretty simple. And you?
Pretty simple. Yeah. The Estate Planning and Elder Law Group can be found at info@epelg.com. And like I said, write in, call, tell us what you think. We really would appreciate your evaluating us. Scale of 1 to 5. 1, we should stay in bed instead of taking the time to talk about here. To a 5, that we're doing some good stuff, that you got some good information. And hopefully you'll really figure out that the law does not have to be so stuffy, because we're just definitely not stuffy guys.
Absolutely not. We're going to have some fun along the way, right? When we do presentations, we each promise 3 promises. 1, we have the time will go quickly. 2, you'll learn something. And 3, we'll have some fun. And I don't know about you, but that's what my goal is, to have some fun here.
That is the goal. No question about it. So thank you to everyone who helps us to do what we do. We both have wonderful staffs. And, Matt's at icanprotect.com. I'm at epelg.com. Look us up, see the information that we have on our websites, and, join us next time.
Excellent. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you, Matt. See you soon.
All right. Bye, everybody.